So, YouTubers, a couple videos ago I revealed to you that I was a hardcore born-again Christian when I was a kid. And on into my teens, it started to wane a little. Then I discovered other religions and history and science, and that was it. But I have to remember that I was really, really indoctrinated, and I probably said some of the same things that I hear on YouTube that I can't stand or whatever. But I'm trying to have more patience with it, realizing that I was one too. So I remember that view of life. The way I looked at life then is that everything I was doing was being watched. And I had to be a good person so I can get to this heaven and I can avoid that hell. I had to be good in this life as this little trial run of life, if you would call it. And if I was a good little boy, then I got to go to heaven. So to me, this life wasn't as important as the next one because that's what your aim is. That's the whole goal. And that was my view on things. Now that I'm an atheist and I believe that there is no heaven, there is no God, there is no afterlife, it kind of, Christians say, well, isn't that a terrible view on life? Actually, no. It's a wonderful view on life. Like, for example, a Christian believes that God had a plan, God created us all, He knows everything we're going to do, and our whole life is planned out for us, and if we just run it right, we'll get to heaven. Whereas an atheist believes that this was just the greatest of odds that we beat just to be here. That you think of just how many sperms competed and that one sperm became you. And that none of our fathers ever died before procreating. Not one, as far back as you could ever go. And that, that the earth is here and that the cosmos happened and every little thing that you can think of is just mind-boggling that we're here at all. And that in and of itself makes life wonderful and grand and beautiful to even think about. It's just incredible. And being that we know that there is no afterlife where we think, and being that we think that way, it puts a lot more value on this life. We appreciate every day, every moment, knowing it could be our last. It's what did Twain say? I think he said somebody asked him if but dying was going to bother him, and he said, "Well, I was dead for billions of years before I was born, and never suffered the slightest inconvenience." So that's what we'll return to, what we were before we were born, not existing. But in the meantime, this rare accident of being here on Earth is so wonderful that you got to make the best of it because you only get one shot at it. So to me, when I was a Christian, I had no view of life like that. I just thought this was just a way to get into heaven. This was our test run. But now that I'm an atheist, I realize how short life is. And I don't dwell on smaller stuff as much anymore because there's a bigger picture of just enjoying your life. So I think that an atheist loves life way more than any religious person ever could.